Chapter 57, Field, Tree, Storm. I went to Seversk to give birth, because in Novosibirsk they took the baby away after delivery to let the just delivered mother rest, and joint delivery wasn't allowed unless you paid. Some procedure, some law, some bureaucratic logic that to a woman in her 9th month sounds not like a legal nuance, but like a threat. Take away the baby, mine. No, not that. I'll go anywhere as long as they don't take him. As if one childhood wasn't enough, in which they took everything. My mother, safety, the right to be a child. Now they could take mine. We drove 5 hours on a bumpy road from Novosibirsk to Seversk, with contractions. Road GPS, breathing, endure. And then the GPS said, "You have arrived." We looked around. A field, empty, flat, endless, and in the middle of it, one tree, and above the field, a storm. Black sky, lightning, wind, and a lone tree that by all laws of physics, the lightning should strike. We stood on the shoulder with contractions, with a GPS that lied about arriving, with a storm overhead, and I remember not fear. I remember the absurdity, as if someone up there decided to joke. You wanted to reach safety? Here's a field, a tree, and lightning. Figure it out. Seversk is a closed military city, a restricted access Soviet-era city. To enter, you need to apply for a special pass 6 months in advance, entry through a single checkpoint, but Vanya typed Seversk into the GPS. Not the checkpoint, but the city itself. And Google, obedient and dumb, drove us to the outskirts, to a fence behind which the city existed, but no road led to it. A pregnant woman with contractions, a storm, a field, and a GPS that thinks we've arrived. We found the checkpoint, drove in. They admitted me to the hospital in a city where I knew no one. And then began 5 days. I would later remember not as labor, but as an endurance test for which I'd long had no resources. Contractions came every evening, real, strong, promising, and faded by 5 or 6 in the morning. No result. As if the body started to deliver and changed its mind. The body was saying, it's not safe yet. I didn't sleep. 5 days, not a single night. Contractions wouldn't let me sleep, and when they faded, anxiety wouldn't. The body couldn't sleep in an unfamiliar place. It hadn't been able to sleep since I was 21 and my mother died. It couldn't relax at all. Since birth, since my grandmother's, "Don't relax, something bad will happen." And now, at the very moment when relaxing was essential, so the body could open, so the baby could come out, it couldn't. As if the corset I'd worn since childhood had clamped not only the muscles, but the womb. As if the body was saying, I don't know how to let go. No one taught me that. They taught me to hold. I didn't complain, didn't call friends, didn't write anyone. On the 6th day, they induced with medication. Too long on antibiotics, dangerous for the baby. I knew this and was afraid. Afraid for him, not for myself. For myself, I'd stopped being afraid long ago. But for him, for the little one who wasn't yet born and already depended on whether I could endure, I was afraid in a way I'd never been. August 2015. Joint delivery. Vanya was there. A room full of doctors. There were many, because they were afraid of losing me. Von Willebrand disease. Blood doesn't clot. Hemophilia injections that were supposed to help. Didn't. I saw the fear on their faces, read it instantly, with the same skill I developed before I learned to read letters. In the doctor's eyes, I knew. They think I could die, and I lay there thinking not about death. I was thinking, if I die, he won't have a mother like me. I didn't die. Artem was born. The first thing he did in this life was pee on the nurse, a little fountain, right in her face. She was holding him, small, wet, screaming, and he produced a stream with the precision only someone who has absolutely no regard for social norms is capable of. The nurse gasped. Someone laughed. Then they gave him to me. I held him and didn't know how. He was small and warm and silent, and I was silent. There was no milk. My breasts swelled, nipples cracked, but the milk wouldn't come, as if something inside was blocked. The same pipe through which tenderness was supposed to flow, clogged. The one that was shut off at 6 months when mother disappeared. I had nothing to feed my child. And that feeling, nothing, wasn't about milk. It was about everything. Artem got jaundice immediately. Yellow, tiny, sleeping all the time. They treated him. It didn't help. At night he woke for an hour or two, and during those hours I didn't sleep because I was afraid that if I closed my eyes, something would happen. During the day I didn't sleep because I couldn't. The body didn't know how to sleep with a dependent creature nearby. The hypervigilance that had scanned my grandmother's footsteps all its life now scanned the breathing of an infant. Hospital room. Yellow light, beeping machines. A baby with jaundice, and me alone. Like at 6 years old in the hospital, when my grandmother dropped off food and staying with a child was not the custom. Vanya got drunk the first night after the delivery. Celebrating. Didn't congratulate me. Didn't call until the next evening. I couldn't walk from the pain, and he was celebrating. This would later become one of those details I'd remember again and again, each time with the same burning in my chest. I had just given birth. I almost died, and he was celebrating his contribution.